Welcome to the Dumb Guys 2016 Fantasy Baseball Analysis. In this episode, Heath and I will give you a brief description of our draft strategy, and then we'll walk you through our top 10 picks. Heath, anything to add?
What I'd like to add is that a lot of wisdom is going to drop in a short amount of time, so brace yourself.
This year's draft is jam-packed with offense. Young players that burst onto the scene last year, such as Correa and Bryant, are projecting to go in the end of the first round this year. My strategy is going to be to stay away from those young guys. I don't want a sophomore slump. So I'm going to take advantage of that and grab some of those veteran proven players that drop down a couple slots. When it comes to pitching, I'm going to go with the same motto I had last year, which is wait and stack up on offense. There are solid pitchers going 6th round or later, whereas if you go with a Kershaw or a Scherzer, they're going to end up costing you a 1st or 2nd round pick. Heath, what is your strategy?
My strategy is to win. And I'd have to say overall it's probably similar to yours. I'm going to wait a little bit on pitching, load up on some offense. I want a lot of home runs this year. I didn't hit enough last year. I had a lot of stolen bases. Meh.
Okay, let's dive right in. For my number 1 pick, I'm going with Bryce Harper. Now you can't really go wrong with the top 3 guys, with Trout, Goldschmidt, and Harper. But I'm going to go with Harper. Now obviously, he's coming off of an MVP season. In the first season in which he's played more than 140 games, he leads the league in runs, home runs, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and OPS. I think this is the beginning of many MVP caliber seasons. Heath, who's your first pick?
You know, if I have number 1, maybe I'll go with Harper as well. Right now for me it's between Trout and Harper. Goldschmidt I have a little farther down just because of the position he plays. If he was, say, a third baseman, I might actually take Goldschmidt number 1. And if he wasn't hurt last year, I might take Giancarlo Stanton number 1. But as it is right now, I think it's between Trout and Harper. No, not Trout. Harper, I think, has the highest ceiling. Trout has, I think, some guaranteed production. And I like having some balls. I like rolling the dice. So I think I might go with Harper as well.
All right. My number 2 pick is Trout. And he drops to number 2 for me only because his stolen bases have dropped considerably since his rookie season.
Trout's a good number 2. I think if you got the number 2 pick, there's a good shot that Trout's going to be gone and you're going to be going with Harper, who was your number 1 pick overall. So if that happens, you win.
For my number 3 pick, I go with Goldschmidt. He's by far the best option at first base.
Goldschmidt is a juggernaut on offense, but I think I would take Stanton right here. There's so many other good first basemen in the draft, and I think you're going to see 45 plus home runs out of Stanton, 10 stolen bases, lots of production. And I'd have to say in mock drafts, when I took Goldschmidt number 3, I wasn't happy to have to pass on guys like Rizzo, Cabrera, Abreu, Pujols, and so on and so forth at first base.
Okay, for my 4th pick, I'm going with Josh Donaldson. Also coming off of an MVP season, he's playing on Toronto, which should be one of the best offensive teams in the league. And also sticking with my strategy, I'm passing on Kershaw.
Interesting you go with Donaldson. I think here I'm going to go with Goldschmidt, but if I have the 4th pick, I think Goldschmidt's going to be gone, so I'll take Stanton again. How do you take the same guy 3rd and 4th?
For my number 5 pick, I'm leapfrogging McCutchen, and I'm going right to Giancarlo Stanton. If Stanton can stay healthy and avoid these random injuries, he's a top 3 or 4 type of guy.
I think it is a good call to leapfrog McCutchen because the stolen bases are going to drop off a long ways. He's getting up there for a stolen base guy. He's still an MVP caliber hitter. I think you're going to see over a 300 average, 25 plus home runs. And he did get off to a slow start last year, so I'd say don't take last year's numbers totally into account. He's still a beast. He'll still get the job done. But I would say right here, I would take Machado. Just because in our league he's shortstop eligible. You're going to want to check that and lower his draft spot a little bit if he's not shortstop eligible in your league. because he actually falls quite a ways because there's a couple other third basemen I take before him. But 35 home runs and 20 steals out of a shortstop eligible guy, you're not going to beat that.
Picks 6 through 10 is where things get a little dicey. This is where the young guys like Bryant and Correa are starting to fall. Now, I'm going to pass on those guys, and I'd be tempted to take a guy like Kershaw if he slipped down to the number 6 slot. But that's not within my strategy, so I pass on him as well. Who looks really interesting to me in the number 6 slot is a guy like Manny Machado. Machado had a bust-out year last year offensively, and this guy's projected to continue at this pace. So I'm going to go with Manny Machado for my 6th pick.
Oh, Manny Machado, smart guy. I think here, though, I'm taking Arenado. I actually put him above Donaldson because Colorado. There's more reasons than that, but Colorado.
That's an interesting pick, Heath. I think for my 7th pick, I'd be willing to go with someone like Arenado. He's playing in Colorado, and we know that's nice.
Oh, now you got Arenado? This is where I got Donaldson. But if I'm picking behind you, he's not there, so maybe I get Arenado. Maybe Machado falls to me. You got to really be able to roll with the punches when you get later in the first round. Your ad-libbing's got to be good.
Things are getting real tough now towards the end of the first round. And again, I'm staying away from the sophomores. And so in this case, I might take someone like a Rizzo, who's on the rise. I may even take a chance on one of the older players, like Bautista or Cabrera.
Rizzo is a good pick here, I'd agree with you. But don't forget, McCutcheon's fallen all the way down here in our draft. And I think this is a great place to take McCutcheon. And he's pretty much guaranteed he's going to be good.
Nice one, Heath. For my 9th hole slot, I could make a case for someone like Altuve. He's got the stolen bases, and he's proved that he's got some potential in the past. However, I think you can get more value for your second base pick deeper in the draft. So for a slot like this, I'm probably going to take a chance on someone like Votto or maybe even Abreu.
I would advise against going with Altuve. I think you're going to get maybe even better years out of Cano and D. Gordon later on. You're probably going to get more stolen bases out of D. Gordon, more home runs out of Cano. It's not worth taking Altuve right here. What I'd say is there's going to be some interesting guys falling here. We're talking real late, so you're going to be looking at Rizzo, McCutcheon. Correa is an interesting one here. I know Barry's passing on him. Barry's drafting in front of me. Maybe I take a Correa right here.
Finally, for my 10th pick, I'm going with A.J. Pollock. This is an outfielder with stolen base speed and 20 home run power. He plays in Arizona, which is a good place for hitters, and it can't hurt having Goldschmidt in that lineup with you.
A.J. Pollock, huh? A.J. Pollock. I think I'd rather have Correa over A.J. Pollock. Yeah, I'd have Correa over A.J. Pollock. Shortstop. 30-30 potential. You're right. Sophomore season. Even A-Rod had a sophomore slump. But I don't know. I don't like... Pollock is kind of a late bloomer. I think sometimes those guys are a flash in the pan. I do think Pollock will be decent this year. But I don't know. I just want to roll the dice with Correa right here. I'm just feeling it, number 10. Remember, number 10, if you have a snaking draft, you're going to have the next pick right after number 11. So you could take a risk with Correa and take A.J. Pollock 11, so it kind of really doesn't even matter.
Okay, that's my thoughts on the first round. Obviously, a lot can happen to alter this strategy. I've seen curveballs get thrown and Arrieta's getting drafted in the first round. Also, your hometown team could get drafted pretty heavily compared to the rest of the league. So keep that under consideration when you're formulating your draft strategy. I'm feeling pretty good about this one, though.
You know, Barry, I'm feeling pretty good, too.
You're first.
Oh, you said I say the videos.
Yeah, you said videos, and I say comment and subscribe.
So there's the, if you like those videos, check out these, so I say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
All right, okay. All right.
If you like those videos,
check out these others.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, shit.
Like, comment. Yeah.
All right. Take 93. And if you like those videos,
check out these other ones.
And don't forget to comment and like this video.
And subscribe to the Dumb Guys.
Oh, yeah. Did you have another idea for that?
No, I thought we were switching off line for line.
So
okay. I did it wrong.
Like, I would say, if you like those videos...
Then I go, like, check out these.
Oh, we do that. Okay.
You want
That's
to do
cool.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll say comment and I'll say subscribe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
cool. Alright, cool. Now that we got all that on camera.
Okay. We should put that on as the outro.
As the yeah.
How do we do this?
Yeah, maybe we can cut that in.
That would be funny.
Yeah. Okay.